Hey there, Cancer. Welcome to your reading for the week of October 12th. This week, if you want to catch me live, I go live every single day at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But Cancer, let's see what we have going on for you this week of the 12th, and it looks good. I like this unicorn card here. I feel like for some of you that you could be opening up to like new possibilities or new things in your life that could be very exciting, or you could just be, it is also considered in this deck, in the Wild Unknown Animal Oracle, to be a card of curiosity as well. So I do feel like some of you could be very curious about things that you're trying to manifest in your life at this time. So I definitely like to see that for you here, Cancer. But let's see what's going on for you. Your overall energy is the Empress. Really, really nice week for you here, Cancer. I feel like there could be a lot of abundance, obviously, and success coming in for you here. I feel like you're saying you're gearing up for a harvest in your life. But again, like I said, there is some like what I would consider to be background energy here. And what I mean by that is that you could be working on things in the background. You could be focusing on, projects or doing kind of like the beginning stages of the work. Even, I'm going to cover these cards in just a minute, but even on this King of Wands here, there are people doing work in the background. It's like the first thing that stood out to me about your reading. So I feel like for some of you, it's almost like you're laying a foundation for something. I also feel like something is definitely going to be catching your eye, something that either gives you a lot of hope or something that, again, you see as a very, special situation with that unicorn card. Even on this Hangman that you have here, there's this like golden flower on this card. And again, we're going to talk about this in a minute. I really love this reading for you. I feel like it's definitely going to be very positive. You have some challenges, but it's like, don't we all, right? So that's what I'd say there. The Hangman, by the way, like when I was shuffling this deck, it kept wanting to pop out. So definitely a major energy for you. You have this regeneration card. Again, I feel like this is just talking about kind of working on foundations. I kind of read with what I call loose spread. This is past, present, and then future for me here, Cancer. But again, it's loose because to me, there is no time in tarot. And also, I don't think there's time in general, but also I read intuitively. Sometimes I get stuff about the past over here. Sometimes I get stuff about the future. What I will say is I feel like your reading is fitting in very well with the time frame of past, present, future. And so again, I feel like in the past and even in the present moment here, it's like maybe you're doing some background work in your life or you're more focused on like health and regenerating. Definitely noticing a change. Wow. Major changes going on here. Even in this world card in this deck here, it kind of shows all the seasons. Now, I'm noticing a lot of just like major changes coming in for you here, Cancer. Did I say Capricorn? Sorry. If I said Capricorn, this is for you, Cancer. But I feel like there's some major changes and I feel like you can feel it. It's like you feel the winds of change is what I feel like saying. But again, I feel like a very powerful reading. You have in this past position, the King of Wands, the Magician in the world here. For some of you, I do feel like this is a relationship situation. It's almost like someone was telling you that they were going to be very loyal to you in a situation, but it's like you did all the work. That's what I'm picking up here on this King of Wands. And again, it's like there's people in the background here doing all the work while he just sits here and does nothing. I feel like this dog, again, is, I feel, representing loyalty. I feel like someone like tried to tell you how loyal they were and like all this other stuff, but it's like you did all the work in a situation. I feel like this has led to you realizing your own strength and your own power, actually. In a lot of ways, this could have been a difficult relationship or a challenge that you went through in the past, but some of you are realizing your own strength here. For others, I really feel like this is talking about building something. I read tarot differently than most people. I read intuitively, but I also have some intuitive meanings that I have come up with the cards over the years. And the Wands cards to me, especially the King of Wands and the Knight of Wands as well, I consider to be cards of building something or putting energy into something. You have the Magician here as well. And I feel like there's going to be a new beginning coming in for you very specifically. I do feel like you're like kind of in the winter right now. Like, yes, I realize that as far as seasons are concerned, we are going to be entering into the winter in a few months. But I do feel the good news is I feel like you've been in the winter more metaphorically speaking, and I feel like you're about to step into the spring. Again, you have this world card here, and I feel like you are completing cycles, but it's like fall, winter, then spring and summer on this card here. It's like a really nice world card. And so I feel like you are kind of getting ready to go into the spring time. And again, we see that here in the cards. 7 of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. This Hangman is thawing out. Next, you have the Unicorn here. Number one, I feel like you're very attractive at this time, Cancer. You have the Empress as your overall energy. I mean, do I need to say anything else? Probably not. But I feel like you could be standing out. I do feel like someone could be seeing you as very special. In this row here, you have the 9 of Wands, the Hangman, and the 6 of Swords. I do feel like there is a need for you to try and stand out. The 9 of Wands to me is a card of needing to get attention. You know, it is a card of perseverance. It's a card of the wounded warrior and all this other stuff. But to me, it's also a card of experimentation. And, you know, I always say it's my card of throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. So, you know, to me, it can represent experimenting. I feel in my 9-card spread here, the center card is the most important card in the spread. And you have this Hangman. I was really focused on this flower right here on this card, Cancer. And it's almost like you're thawing out. Maybe you took some time, maybe you had some sort of sacrifice in the recent past, or you went through some challenges, but look, 6 of Swords as well. It's like you're moving away from these challenges. You even have the, you know, again, 9 of Wands, Hangman, 6 of Swords just to cover this row. And I feel like you are moving on from challenges, but I also feel like you're noticing something that is like a unique opportunity with that Unicorn card. For some of you, it could be love. I do feel like there could be an earth sign coming in for you here, Cancer. It could be a Capricorn. I feel like I've said Capricorn 10 times. I don't know if I have or not. But sometimes I think that I'm saying a sign, the wrong sign, like Capricorn, and I actually find out that I wasn't, but it's probably a sign. I do feel like for some of you, there could be a fixed sign, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, or Leo with the world card here. It could be an earth sign or a Pisces. I would say Pisces and an earth sign stand out to me the most in your reading if you're looking for love. It is like you had to go through something difficult here in the past to realize your own worth. Like, I feel like you just realized in the past how much work you put into a relationship. This put you into Hangman mode. Maybe it made you a little bit defensive in the recent past. But it's like you're realizing, the good news is, it's like you're realizing, hey, I put a lot of work into relationships. I'm not willing to settle for someone who isn't also going to put in that same amount of work. It's like you're realizing something special. I really feel like there's a unique opportunity, though, with a Hangman. I feel like it's something you need to jump onto here. You have this Ancestors card. It says love and legacy of your DNA. I almost feel like you're tuning into something here, is what I would say to you. You have the Unicorn and the Ancestors card with this DNA. You know, some people say that our DNA is kind of like a radio antenna. It can pick up the vibrations of anything. But I feel like something here in this last row is, I feel like saying meant for you, which is weird. It's almost like it's a birthright. Like, I'm getting all these weird words popping into my head. So for some of you, you don't really have any cards here that would represent your purpose, but it's almost like you could be discovering a purpose, or you could be discovering something that you'll be working on in your life. Again, this is a very powerful reading for you here, Cancer, I would say. I feel like there's a lot of good stuff coming in. You have the 8 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. I feel like you need to get away from this 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords, you know, kind of is a card of self-imposed restriction. This person is like sick on this card, but they're being taken care of by someone on this card as well. And, you know, it can represent kind of like feeling stuck. I feel like you're just waiting. Like, look, this 7 of Pentacles here, she's pregnant on this card, and she is just kind of like waiting for something. But the apples on this card are not ripe either on this particular 7 of Pentacles. It's almost like you're waiting for something to ripen. It's almost like you're waiting for the perfect moment. And I feel like for some of you, you could be waiting for a message, or you could be waiting for a sign or a symbol. I feel like saying this is the week that you receive your sign or symbol. This is much bigger than love, is what I would say to you, Cancer. Is there love here? Yes, absolutely. But I feel like you could be like waiting for a sign or symbol on like what your true purpose is in life, what you're supposed to be doing. in a career, or this could be some other type of opportunity. So let's dig into this and see what this could be for you. Between the King of Wands here and the Nine of Wands, you have the Six of Hearts. This is a card called the Star, and it represents a turnaround. So I feel like there could be some major improvements coming in for you. It can represent star-crossed lovers in the past. So again, for some of you, maybe you were dealing with someone that you just can't be with for whatever reason, or maybe something didn't work out with a person in the past in general with that Six of Hearts, and I feel like you're just kind of moving away from that energy. It's like you're moving towards something much better for you. Between the Magician and the Hangman, you have the Ten of Hearts here. Love it. A card of loyalty. It's funny that I mentioned the dog here on this card. The Ten of Hearts is called the dog, and it represents loyalty. And I feel like you have realized, a pretty simple reading, Cancer, as far as I'm concerned. Again, I feel like you just have realized what you want. It's like you don't want to put all the work in while someone else just is like, oh, I'm loyal to you, but they actually don't put in the work. The Magician is like, you have that realization. Now that you're focused on exactly what you want, that's exactly what you're going to get, because you're focusing on what you want. So pretty simple. I like it. Definitely loyalty and love. Ten of Hearts also an amazing card for networking. So in like business and career, if you're trying to do anything, very good card for that. Between the World and the Six of Swords, damn, Cancer. Ten of Pentacles, major success coming in for you here. Definitely could be like almost like secrets being revealed here. I don't really feel like this is secrets. The Ten of Diamonds is called the Book, and it can represent like hidden or secret information, but it's not really secret. It's like something that you find out. Again, like I said, I feel like you're kind of like raising your vibration, turning on your radio, more or less. So maybe you're just tapping in spiritually. Even this Unicorn card in this deck kind of represents tapping into something spiritually or doing something spiritual. And I definitely feel like you are kind of like tapping into the vibrations of the world. Like maybe you're just getting better at noticing opportunities that you need to accept in all areas of your life. And I feel like this is going to lead to a major change. Love it. Between the Nine of Wands and the Eight of Swords, you have the Five of Hearts. Definitely be willing to accept new love into your life. This card in this deck, it's not a real Lenormand card. They call it like Cupid in this deck, so there definitely could be new love coming in. When I used to read just playing cards, the Five of Hearts, I used to say, is definitely a card of new love. The Eight of Swords would say you really have to set yourself free. You're going to have to be open to receiving this new love. Between the Hangman and the Seven of Pentacles, you have the Eight of Wands here. Yeah, probably just challenges with waiting. Is what I'd say to you here. Eight of Wands is like called the Mountain, and it can represent confusion or like waiting for things to happen. Things not happening as quickly as you would like to. Hangman, Seven of Pentacles. There's definitely an element of things kind of like taking their time this week. And between the Six of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles, you have the Nine of Spades here. This is called the Anchor, and it represents needing to pull up your anchor and move on to something else. Again, it's funny because you have this guy on this Six of Swords. It's like he's getting back into his boat. He is heading towards his boat, and he's like pulling up anchor. So in a lot of ways, I feel like you're about to start a new journey with this Knight of Pentacles here as well. Knight of Pentacles is kind of like a card of having a goal. So is the World card as well. The World card is about achieving goals. So for some of you, you could just be picking new goals, picking new things that you want to have in your life or that you want to manifest in your life. It's like you're just starting a new journey this week. In your top row outcome, you have the Five of Clubs. I used to call the Five of Clubs Indiana Jones. To me, it represents taking some sort of crazy risk, or not really a risk, but kind of taking the road less traveled. And like we'll talk about this row in just a second, but it's kind of like a card of finding treasure. So a really good card. Middle row here, you have the Seven of Hearts. So again, definitely looking for a very solid relationship. I feel like you're not going to accept anything less. It's like, I feel you know your worth now. It's like you know how much you put into a relationship, and you're just not going to entertain someone who isn't willing to do the same amount of work with this King of Wands. That's what keeps popping into my head here. And that's like the only message I'm getting there. Seven of Hearts is called the tree, and it kind of represents like a family tree, or even like family in general. So I do feel like some of you could be having family. Again, she's pregnant on this card, so some of you could be having a child. In your bottom row outcome, you have the Jack of Diamonds. This is a card of cutting something out. So again, I feel like you're cutting something out, moving on to something new in your life. This is a really good reading for you, Cancer. Like I said, I feel like there's definitely new love coming in. I do feel like you're going to be getting a message that you're waiting for. Let's pull an outcome row. Truth. I mean, wow. Best card in the deck right here, this Treasure Island card. It's like you're manifesting your own reality. You have the Ten of Cups, fortune after difficulty. You have the Four of Wands. Love it. Marriage. family, happiness, and the Seven of Cups, spoiled for choice. This is an amazing reading for you, Cancer. This looks amazing. I feel like it's like an ending that you have to see to believe is what I feel like saying. I'm probably going to title your video that as well. A little clickbaity, but it's also the truth. So that's what I'll say about that. But I feel like there's definitely like an amazing outcome for you here. You have the Treasure Island card, which is an energy of you kind of tapping into something. I mean, this is what the whole reading is about. It's like this DNA card. I really feel like you're turning on that DNA radio. Again, a lot of people talk about this, that our DNA is like a little radio antenna. And it's like when we raise our vibration, then we attract everything we want into our lives. That's what you're doing. I mean, this Treasure Island card basically says if you can see it, you can have it, even if it's just in your head. You have the 10 of Cups, the 4 of Wands, and the 7 of Cups. I feel like you're getting something that you really want. Even the 7 of Cups is like a little bit more positive than most 7 of Cups, right? She's like being taken away by a kite with all the cups on it. I feel like this is saying you can truly have whatever you want. You can have everything you desire. I mean, it seems like a little bit crazy in general, I would say, but I feel like for some of you, like, I feel like maybe the challenge is other people in your life here is what I'd say to you. You know, it's like when you start manifesting things in your life, other people are gonna, you know, come out of the woodwork with all the like, you know, how is that even possible? Why are you doing this? And, you know, trying to mess you up. So I feel like you need to stay away from that, but definitely like fortune after difficulty here. This could be like marriage, someone you will marry, you will have it all with. You have the Queen of Spades here, the bouquet. Definitely could be someone coming in with a love offer in the future. 3 of Hearts. 3 of Hearts is just the card of, I call it an indicator card. To me, the way I learned how to read playing cards is there are no reversals in playing cards. So we use cards like the 3 of Hearts to indicate the direction of a reading, and it just represents a positive direction. And you have the lady, the Ace of Spades here, existing problems being resolved. So this is an amazing reading for you here, Cancer. Definitely a lot of good things to look forward to. I feel like you just need to like focus on raising your vibes here. I feel like like if you can get into positive states with the 10 of Cups, even if it seems delusional, I feel like it will make you, it will literally raise your vibration, and it will literally have you attracting things into your life that you probably won't be able to believe with that Treasure Island card. So I feel like you need to kind of like raise your vibes with that card there. But I love this for you, Cancer, obviously. So thank you for watching, and definitely enjoy your week.